What up, everyone? This is one I've been talking about forever, and I can't ever get myself and it together with a recording device or whatever. I'm going to go ahead and read this. This was dated September 30th, 2018. Tom Shibata, client from California, and bill to be considered for passage. This is from Special Solutions Limited, Investigation and Protection Specialist. The guy's from Illinois with a license. He's like a private detective type thing. Says, good afternoon. By the way of introduction, my name is Edward Laskinski. I am the operations director of an investigation and protection firm called Special Solutions Limited, located in Chicago, Illinois, operating and licensed since 1991. Our firm is primarily prominent in the field of security, protection, and investigation. We have a solid history in these fields and have been able to help many individuals and organizations avoid or rectify problem situations. Since roughly the second half of 2012, we have received an ever-increasing number of letters, calls, and emails, first from people all over the country, then as time progressed from all over the globe. In the beginning, this phenomenon was mostly confined to big city areas, primarily in coastal regions. However, as the years have progressed, this ELF, extreme low frequency transmission, has been detected of varying degrees and of intensities from a number of differing sources. Further investigations over the course of 2 years indicated a definitive microwave component to these transmissions, indicating a high-speed, dual-frequency pattern that was unlike anything I've seen, save for military transmissions. Delving deeper, we also found that in the wake of these transmissions, a certain subset of the public citizenry appeared to suffer from a hypersensitivity from the high-caliber electromagnetism that appears a side effect of them. We have consulted thousands of individuals regarding these developments all over North America, including Canada, and can only assume that the phenomenon is expanding at what can only be described as an exponential rate. Our firm receives new queries in the hundreds every single week, and that is not an exaggeration. Upon deeper investigation as to the source of these transmissions, we have seen variations from cell network relay towers, converted UHF, VHF, and AM, FM towers. That'd be the old television and the radio towers, clusters of satellite television dishes, and occasionally from individuals or agencies using microwave-based surveillance devices in the rarest cases. These can range from well-known devices such as LRAD units, aka crowd guns, to lesser-known surveillance devices utilizing microwave modulation technology used primarily by federal police and intelligence agencies. After receiving unredacted information provided through a confidential informant, we have also been able to assert the existence of a program completed by the U.S. Office of Naval Intelligence, codenamed Seafarer, which ran from the early 1970s until concluding in 2014. The stated purpose of this project was to produce a subspace communications method utilizing microwave and extreme low frequency pulses in order to message directly with military units and platforms in the ocean as well as in Earth orbit. As fantastical as these revelations may sound, they have been now declassified and are a matter of public record. Like I said, open your eyes, open a book, turn your computer on, fucking educate yourself. My people shall perish for lack of knowledge. He wasn't fucking kidding. Unfortunately, what is not a part of the public record is the fact that these low-frequency transmissions is the fact that these same frequencies have been known to adversely affect all mammals in adverse ways, as well as killing crops through overheating. There is a minority in the medical community that has been aware of these symptoms since at least the early 2000s. Some rather prominent doctors and medical researchers have come to terms with new and fascinating phenomenon besides these, such as Morgellons disease and what can only be referred to as an allergy to new 4G Wi-Fi systems, coronaviruses from 5G. While these are few in number currently, past experiences suggest that we can expect to see more of them to come, such as Europe is currently experiencing. Mind you, this was 2 years ago. What the hell's Europe experiencing now after 5G takes over? Reading the bill to be submitted to the California Assembly and assessing its worth to the people of that state, it cannot be understated that with the advent of these proven technologies, new types of protections and assertions need to be made by legislating and governing bodies, not just in California, but all ALL states in this republic. That's all 50 of them. To date, there are only 6 states out of 50 from which we have not heard similar tales, and all of them rest in the dead middle of the U.S. I bet you they've got stories by now. That was 2 years ago. There has been speculation among some in the scientific community aware of these issues that these signals may be conducive to water in a way similar to that of electricity. While still only a theory, it would explain how this went from a few isolated areas of the country to a worldwide phenomenon in a decade. Okay, let's stop right there. I'm going to hold my finger on that spot. The speculation that they're saying, well, it is only theory. Well, guess what fucking electricity is? Nobody fucking knows. That's why it is called the theory of electricity. We know what electricity does. We don't know what the fuck it is. That's why everything's in theory when they talk about electricity. All right, back to that. This bill would be the first of its kind in this country, one which would lead to genuine help for those susceptible to these frequency ranges and transmissions and would allow genuine civilian research to find ways for this subset of the population to find the medical assistance to deal with these emerging side effects. As an investigator, I have a background in both environmental inspections and nuclear technologies, and in my experience, neither numbers nor science lie, and the results of some of these consultations reinforce my belief that this bill is a necessary component in meeting the challenges to biology that future technologies are sure to bring along with them. More importantly, if the Assembly is brave enough to address this problem for exactly what it is, then it will inspire other assemblies to take a closer look and not instantly dismiss the idea that they're all fucking crazy. This gentleman says I can be reached from 9 a.m. until 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, except Sundays, on my cell phone at 224-470-9056. I'm going to try and hold this here. I don't know how steady I'll be while I'm reading it, but and I'm happy to answer any other questions you may have regarding this issue. We look forward to providing you some help and answers about this incredibly pervasive phenomenon. Sincerely, Edward D. Laskinski, RPI, Investigator Badge number 380, Operations Director of Special Solutions Limited, Total Security Group. Thought I'd throw that out there. Though I be vulgar in language, I be not vulgar in knowledge. Peace.